Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to check out Astro Colony, which has officially came out of early access. It just released its 1.0 patch and is now officially out of early access, and with it came a multiplayer mode, although I believe that was already a part of it. However, it is much more polished. In fact, you may see a multiplayer video down the road, so you should probably subscribe and hit notification bell for more details. Here's a little snippet of SARS what is potentially yet to come.
This is the troubleshooting part of it.
Yeah, dude, we can enter it. Dude, is it driving automatically right now or just leaving the... Okay. Alright. Oh, I fell through the earth. I fell through the earth. Oh no, what do I do? Game. Game! Yes, it's going to be quite an interesting video, but we are going to be checking out Astro Colony in single player mode. My challenge was, although I'm going to be playing in the standard mode instead of creative, is I want to create a unique base. And it took me 2 attempts, and I didn't quite get the finalized product I want, but if you think I should go back and finish out the base, let me know down in the comments below, and let me know down in the comments below which base you would actually prefer me to create. So thank you so much, Des, for sending over a key, guys. Let's go ahead and check out Astro Colony. Alright, y'all, we have an idea and a dream here. It actually literally came to me while I was sleeping. I have an idea for how to build out a cool factory here. It is going to be inspired by Satisfactory, some of my Satisfactory builds, but I do have a pretty good idea of what I want this to look like. Now, I do need to unlock some more technologies to get it up to speed, so we're going to go ahead and do a quick montage of getting to that point to where we can start building this out, and I'll explain to you exactly what I have in mind. So let's go ahead and start improving our technology real fast. Okay, so we've made it to a point now where I'm ready to start designing the station. And this is something that's literally taken both of my brain cells to try to do. I have a really cool idea of what I want to do for it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. So let's go ahead and figure it out. What I would like to create is a planet Earth. So I'm going to try to design planet Earth around my base. Now, my station isn't like fully, completely unlocked everything yet, but we've gotten a good amount of stuff unlocked, and I am getting a good amount of resources. So I'm going to go and start constructing things and see exactly how far we can get. So let's go ahead and try to start creating Earth. Now, I already have a design plan going. I currently have basically South America down here, and what I'm trying to basically create is a globe idea. Now, this isn't going to be like exact because, again, I am dealing with, you know, some kind of limitations as far as like the voxels and stuff. But the cool thing is I think I can come back and maybe refine things, fine-tune them a little bit, but I am trying to match as best as possible to like a globe and what that might look like. So maybe that's a little bit more like South America-ish. Not exactly, but now we're going to try to build out Mexico, as we lead up to North America. Now, it has a little bit of a tail here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and construct this guy. And the cool thing is you can build walls on walls no matter what. And down here is going to be our little entry point so that when we enter, ideally as we go through here, which we may need to make it too wide, or maybe make it like a doorway here, is the idea is you'd enter and you're going to be right where our engines are, and like an engine room. So that's going to be the idea behind that. Let's go ahead though and keep on working on with Mexico. So it kind of does this little tail here, and then it starts to formulate and become kind of the bottom of the America, USA. So let's see, let's do a little bit more. Let's work our way on up. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that, and then we'll go on up. Maybe do one more little guy right there, and that should be roughly Mexico. Now, obviously, actually, let's add in, there's this cool little boot at the end of it. So it kind of does do a little loop-de-loop, although it's not necessarily probably that close to the connection, but, you know, we're not necessarily doing things according to exact dimensions here. This is more along the lines of how much my brain can handle. Okay, now let's go ahead and connect it to the US. So we're going to say that this is going to go over. This is going to be California over here. Let's do a little bit of Baja. We'll drop Baja down. Let's do this maybe. Is that... it doesn't really look good. Baja is really thin. Maybe I'll just drop one down. I think you can actually do different sized walls. Maybe I could do a wall that is slightly smaller. Diagonal triangle. Ooh, could that work? Let's give that a shot. So let's try a little diagonal triangle. That is a mouthful. How will that look? I think you have to build these off of floors. Let me actually do that real quick. Let's bring a floor. I want a floor to be right here. And then the diagonal triangle. Okay, so that... I can't do that. That needs to... So that's more if I want to make a corner, but not an actual... I can't just do it straight down, I don't believe. Okay, well that's good to know. I think what we'll do then is we'll just go ahead and leave that. There is not going to be really any Baja sticking out. Sorry there, folks, in Baja. We're going to go ahead and continue up. Let's go up one like that, and then we're going to just go up the western coast, all the way up to Washington and Canada. So we're just going to pretend that looks like, let's see, dimension-wise, yeah, and I'm going to fill things in with blue as far as the ocean goes. So, and I should probably maybe throw Cuba in somewhere. Maybe Cuba should go right in there. Let's see if we can just jam Cuba on in. Okay, there we go. And again, this is not necessarily two-dimension, by the way, you guys. This is just me doing the best of my ability with my limited brain cell capacity here. All right, y'all, I'm going to have to pivot here. Originally, I was going to do kind of a globe idea, but it just turned into a square with the continents, and because my brain cannot quite compute how to make this a globe, I've been trying to think and wrap my head around the best way to do it, because obviously it's a sphere. I love how I said sphere, and it really emphasizes that PH. So it's a sphere, and I can't quite wrap my head around how the best way to do it is with what they have offering. I'm gonna have to take more time to do that, and I am on a little bit of time crunch, but I do have one other idea, and this one came to me a while ago. I thought like, nah, this would be really cool, but there's no way I can do it. But I think we're at the point that we should probably try to do it and give it a shot, because I think it has a potential for looking really cool. I'm just going to surprise you guys with it and just show you guys what it looks like. So let's go ahead and showcase you guys exactly what I end up coming up with on this next build, which I think is probably going to be maybe the most unique and coolest build out there. So here we go. Here is my official build. All right, y'all, we have everything put together about as far as I'm going to be able to get it tonight, and probably for the video. If you guys want me to do even more to it, let me know down in the comments below. But at last, here we are. We have the spider web. Now, I know what you're thinking here. Looking kind of creepy. We got a little black widow spider, 8 eyeballs, it's got its fangs, and it's got the spider web. Now, the one thing that I was thinking is, as soon as I saw all these little robots, and how they moved, instantly I thought these look like little spiders. So what I did is I created a web where you have ladders, because they can climb ladders horizontally and vertically. And so I thought to myself, what if we do a web where everything, there's no conveyor belts, there's no nothing, it's all run by transport bots. And as you can see down here, we have insane activity going. And basically there is a storage down here facility that has the ores that are being collected. Then they go into these guys, bring them into the smelters. And then as soon as we can, these bars get emptied out into this section, the base warehouse. And again, all they're going to do is they're just going to climb alongside this. Now, I can't sadly remove my colony origin, so that is kind of there, unfortunately, but that is kind of how it all works. Basically, it is all bot driven, and they just look like a bunch of spiders crawling on a spider web. And the idea I had was going to be eventually build it out and do it double-sided, so do it on both sides, and then you almost have like a little little section there in the middle, so that way you can have, in essence, all your buildings in a location, but you could look at the spiderweb from either side and look the exact same. So I haven't quite gotten that all dialed in, but this is the idea. This is what I had come up with. I hope you guys like it. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. And again, let me know if you want me to continue building on this, completing all of the spiderweb, all the buildings, and getting an actual factory up and running. So thank you so much, Des, for letting me check out this video, guys. Again, this is out of early access 1.0 of Astro Colony is officially launched. Click the link in the description to check it out on Steam for yourself. And until next time, as always, you guys, maximize your deductions and pay less in taxes. Have an amazing day. Subscribe.